Okay, so this is what my setup currently looks like. It's not pretty. Okay guys, now it's time to debut my new YouTube studio! How do I get my YouTube setup to look so good that anyone watching my video is gonna be like, wow. Wow was my aim. If you guys look at my channel, over the past few years, I have tried to upscale my setup, but I needed to watch so many videos to get inspiration. And guys, Mommy Shark is here to give you some inspiration for your YouTube setup. So let's go ahead and show you my 6 setups. Starting with this one. This is setup number 1. What do you guys think? Moving on to setup 2. Setup number 2, just in case you feel like, relaxing and talking about your life and, whatever great things are happening. On to setup number 3. Welcome to setup number 3. A view of my whole studio behind me. Let's go ahead and move into setup number 4. Welcome to setup number 4. Where you can talk about something important while looking pretty. Let's go ahead to setup number 5. Welcome to setup number 5, where the background is lit just as much as you are. Let's go ahead and go to the best setup, in my opinion, setup number 6. Let's go. Hey! Welcome to setup number 6. This is my favorite setup because, as you guys can tell, Mommy Shark Uncensored, which is the name of my channel, is in the background for branding reasons. And hey, if you don't know my name, I don't want to bore you. I don't want to bore people with the usual, welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is Mommy Shark. No, guys, I want to do branding, you know who I am, without being boring. So this is my YouTube background number 6. Setup number 7. Wait a second, this is not a setup, scrap that. Let's go ahead and take you on that journey of this huge transformation. I'll show you the before and after and just take you on that vlog experience of how I was inspired. Then I will show you a few quick lessons I learned in designing my YouTube setup. So if you like it, make sure to stick around for that. Make sure to stick around because I have another video coming on my YouTube setup and all the equipment that I have and what I've learned in 2 years of doing YouTube. Hello. So this is what my setup currently looks like. It's not pretty. You guys have seen it in my videos. I try to just get the pretty part, but it is very disconnected. The reason being is I'm trying to get more than one background just to keep it fun. Here's one background where I've already attempted at making it pretty. I went ahead and painted that teal and put a few things up, and this is like a blackboard. Then you have this really ugly wall, which I tried to make pretty with those lights over there, but that doesn't cover the whole wall. I ended up thinking like this is just not gonna work out. And then you have the Mommy Shark Uncensored wall, but then it's really ugly when you guys see this part up here. So that's where all the changes are happening. guys can tell, it is Christmas time, so unfortunately these beautiful trees and wreath will need to go after Christmas is over, but I do plan on replacing it with a different kind of garland that is lit to fill up the space beautifully, and possibly maybe a tree, who knows, some kind of different tree, something that provides a beautiful accent and some lighting. So that's number one, guys. You want to make sure that you have great lighting at your face, and then you want great lighting in your background, because especially if you have the right lens, which I have the 16mm Sigma, it provides that beautiful blurred background, that beautiful blurred lighting that looks so amazing. Number two, it's really important that you have a solid color like I have back here, and then a contrasting maybe patterns or whatever it is, wall that has some accent colors from the solid color. So as you can see here, that worked out perfectly for me. I put shelving that also mixes really well with the wall color, and obviously the wall color on this side has colors of the dark blue that I have behind me, and also has colors of the light blue that is in front of me from the other setup that I showed you guys. So really important that you tie everything together so it does not look weird if I do decide to record on a different setup. Another thing I learned is sometimes less is more. So as you guys can see, my shelvings, I debated between getting a full shelf, which took me days to build, by the way, guys. And then I decided last minute not to add it. And then I went on Wayfair, found cute little shelves that meshed really well in color and size to the wall. And that's exactly where I want my YouTube 100,000 subs plaque to sit. So I already have a place for it, guys. Wishful thinking here. Another thing that I learned, guys, is you need distance between you and your background. When you have distance between you and your background, even with lenses that naturally come with cameras, you don't even have to get a lens that's, you know, like my 16mm lens. You can probably use the lenses that you have, but as long as you have distance behind you, you're more likely to get that bokeh, which is that blurred background, which you see in very professional looking videos. And obviously, as you guys can tell, I do have 6 different setups, and that is because I don't want to create fatigue for my audience. I don't want them to feel like my videos are always the same. They're always predictable. I want it to be unpredictable. I wanted different setups to go with the theme of the video. If I want it to be a tutorial like my exclusively pumping video where I used my board in one of my setups, I wanted to be able to use that. And if I wanted it to be a laid back video where I talk about my life like it did in some of my videos, I was sitting on the couch. And if it's more of a video where I wanted to show something, I would have this current setup where I can show something, use the table to pick it up, put it back down, and still have that beautiful background. So definitely having different setups will help with your audience retention. I hope you guys found this helpful. I know this is outside my current niche, but I do want to expand as I go, so definitely stick around for more videos like this. I hope to see you guys soon. You're awesome, and remember to be a shark.